Hello my loves, welcome to my channel Sun of Stars. Welcome to today's reading. So in today's reading I want to find out what your future spouse is like. We're going to see what kind of details pop up. Maybe their job is popping up, what kind of clothes they are wearing, because the tarot deck that I'm using today is extremely detailed. I would say in the next clip you can choose between 4 beautiful crystals, and we're going to find out what your future spouse is like, so you get an idea, almost like, you know, a silhouette or like an idea what your future spouse is like just as a person. I'm also going to do a part 2 where we're going to find out what your future spouse will be like in the relationship with you, you know, like how they will respond to you. And I also think about like doing a reading, finding out what they will love the most about you, because again, this tarot deck is just freaking amazing and I love it, and I can literally see anything, or like a lot of things, a lot of details even. Yeah, so stay tuned for that. Also subscribe if you haven't for the next videos that are about to come when it comes to your future spouse. I have a frog in my throat. Yeah, so I think that's what we're going to do today. I would say you choose the crystal with your intuition, and I'm going to see you in your reading, guys. Hello my loves, hello my beautiful pie number 1. You chose this beautiful crystal here. You pie number 1, you always see me trying to do things or bring things in focus. So you chose this beautiful deep blue crystal. Let's find out what your future spouse is like. What are they just like as a person, basically, you know? That's what we're going to find out. So they're most likely going to have strong elements of fire in their chart. So depending on what you like, the King or the Queen of Wands is going to be your future spouse. That means they are most likely a fire sign, or they have very strong placements in fire sign. This tells me that this person, I feel this energy here, that this person is very confident. They have a very strong presence when they walk into a room. They're also probably very handsome, or there's something very seductive about them, you know, even if they are it's almost this energy of like people just look at this person. Sometimes people don't even know why they look at this person. There is something very magnetic and seductive about your future spouse. I also feel like your future spouse loves to smile, like they love to laugh, they love to smile, they love to have fun. And they're just, in general, I feel like they're very jolly and they take life very lightly, but at the same time, I also feel like this person is very competitive. This person is very competitive, and they also use their seductive qualities to get what they want, you know, not necessarily in a bad way, but they know that they have some type of charm to them, and they do use it in situations where they, for example, need to get the job, or they need to get a promotion or whatever, you know, so they do use what they have, basically. I'm also feeling here this person is very very competitive, so they're very ambitious, I would rather say. They are very ambitious. There are people, or your future spouse is a person that has like a goal, and they have this fire, this feeling of like, I want to get there, almost like a warrior, almost like fighting. No matter what happens, they will get to their goal, because they come from a place of like, I am strong enough for that. I'm strong enough for any battle, anything that is you know, going to be between me and my goals. I'm going to overcome that, you know, which is strong Leo energy, strong Aries energy. Your future spouse also has an energy of like being very, very like a strong individual, in a sense where they do not back down, almost like people cannot tell them this is not possible, or people cannot even shake this person's confidence. So when people say like, girl, you look ugly, it it doesn't even phase like your person, your future spouse. They're just very, very, very confident in who they are, but also in their individuality. It's like they believe in their own dreams and they believe that they can achieve it. I almost want to say this, your future spouse has an energy or like the quality of a warrior, that they are ready to fight for their dreams. They are ready to fight for a bigger position. They're ready to fight for a higher social status almost. But let's look at more cards here. Yeah, let me see. I actually got a lot of cards, so get yourself some coffee, some snacks. This is going to be a long reading, guys, because I love that you guys, I know that you guys love those readings. So 2, 4, 6. Okay, just give me a second, guys. It's like they also have like a high energy of like knowing what they are worth, you know, and I also feel like they have like unshakable confidence. Didn't come from one day to another, but they do have unshakable confidence, or they're just very aware of, you know, how they are perceived by other people. I feel like this person also probably gets a lot of compliments on what they look like, you know. Okay, what am I seeing here? So I'm seeing here we have the Princess of Swords, which is the activist. So I feel like your future spouse is a very active person. They like to do things, they like to be productive, they like to, it's almost this energy, what I'm feeling here is they have so much fire in their spirit, in their soul, that they have to put it somewhere. So for some of you guys, this person is you know, going to the gym, going for a run. I'm also seeing here for a lot of you guys, your future spouse likes to go for a run, or they like to go on a treadmill when they go to the gym. I'm also feeling here this person is also like they're not afraid to voice their opinion, even if it's like, you know, maybe questionable, or maybe like very it's not the usual opinion, you know, like, how do you call it, unpopular opinion? Yeah, that's basically what I want to say. So they could also be somebody that likes to, you know, voice their opinion, you know. So they're not the type of person that only thinks what they, you know, in a situation, for example, they are in a conversation, right? And they have an opinion. They would say, hey, that's how I feel about it. They would not keep it in their head, you know. I'm also feeling here, this type of person, your future spouse, is somebody, when they announce something, because there's a megaphone here, when they announce something, they're announcing, I'm becoming a millionaire, or they're announcing, you know, I don't know. I don't know what they would announce, but if they announce something, they're gonna do it. It's almost like your future spouse is like, this is what I'm gonna do, and they keep their word. I almost want to say they keep their word. When they say they're going to do something, they're going to do something, no matter how long it takes for them to become an entrepreneur, no matter how long it takes for them to get the specific car, they will get there, because they have this energy. They have this energy of like a warrior that doesn't give up. I feel like your future spouse is somebody that does not give up, and therefore that's where they get all their confidence from, because they know how many battles they have won, you know, up until now, and that's why they feel like nothing can stop me almost, you know, like giving up is not an option for your future spouse. I'm also feeling here your future spouse might be into science, because we have the 6 of Science here, the 6 of Swords. I feel like your person is maybe into science. I feel like also for some of you guys, one of your future spouse loves, how do you call those movies, almost like the Matrix, where it's, I actually forgot what it's called, science fiction, I think. Yeah, I feel like they like science fiction movies, or they feel very connected to the movie, like the Matrix, you know. They're probably also somebody that likes to I don't know, like read between the lines, you know. They also believe that there's like something going on in society that we are not necessarily aware of, but they also believe in science. So they believe in facts, they believe in, you know, I feel like they're also very interested in that, type of topic. They probably read a lot about it, you know, how things work, and you know, they probably also, I feel like they're just in general like very much into having a lot of knowledge and having more knowledge than the average person, basically, depending on where they are, where they find their interest. So they are probably somebody that they are almost like a nerd in a specific, with a specific topic. This could be literally anything, but I feel like it has something to do with like maybe decoding. They could also be somebody that is like an IT, how do you call that, IT engineer. They could be working a lot with computers, with IT, with science, technology, all those things. I'm also feeling here your future spouse probably also has been very like sporty at school. I feel like for some of you guys, this person has won like a lot of like competitions at school when it comes to sports. For others of you, I feel like this person loves to go to concerts. They love to go to festivals, because this reminds me of, do you know Tomorrowland? I'm sometimes watching a girl, or like, you know, I watch Charlotte de Witte. She's a you know, techno DJ, and it almost looks like the Tomorrowland in the background. So I feel like they like to go to concerts, they like to go to festivals, they like to celebrate, they like to be around people, they also like to invite their friends over. Again, the jolly, happy energy that we were picking up in the beginning, right? Now, your future spouse is also probably somebody, I'm telling you, they like to decode things. I almost want to say they're into conspiracy theories, or they are into like, you know, what is happening behind the scenes, or they are into like crime stories or something like that. They really like to analyze. Your future spouse loves to analyze. They might also be like a data analyst, or like a you know, they're doing something in research, like in the research department or in the science department. But they could also be somebody that is just overall working with technology, you know, like a technician, IT engineer. They could also be somebody that also was going to school online, you know, or they could be like a web designer, something along those lines. I mean, we are in the digital age, so it would make the most sense to do something digital. And I feel like your future spouse is somebody that thinks ahead, almost like into the future, what is going to happen into the future. So they're always trying to be ahead of time, I almost want to say. So they're very much into, I don't even know how to explain, but they're extremely smart, but they are smart in like a nerdy way, I would almost say. But I love that energy. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, they could also have an office job, they could be a web designer, they could have like their own business here. They could also be somebody, we're going to get there, but they could also be somebody that is known online, or that is like behind the scenes, like a videographer, or somebody that, how do you call it? Is a videographer somebody who cuts videos? Editor, like an editor. There's something about like them doing something with technology and science, and you know, in that kind of area. They could also be into like the research department. Very, very, very like, this person loves to think, they love to decode, you know. They love to think, they love to decode, they love to analyze. And I also want to say this person has a lot of confidence. Come on, guys, look at that card. This person has a lot of confidence. For some of you guys, they have like a beautiful singing voice, or they're literally playing in a band, or they are somebody, again, they love to go to concerts. That's what I was already picking up. But overall, I'm feeling this energy here that your future spouse is somebody they love to be in the public eye, or they just love to get like the attention of other people. I'm telling you, they have something rebellious about them. And I feel like back in the days, they kind of used their looks to seduce people. But I almost want to say that they grew up, they grew mature, because we go from the Knight of Wands to the King of Wands, which is like the maturity level, right? So I feel like they used to probably date a lot, or they used to, you know, be involved with a lot of people. They were seducing a lot of people. They know exactly how good they look. I also see here that they like to wear sunglasses. If we look at those two cards here, they probably like to wear sunglasses. For some of you guys, they like to wear very freaky sunglasses here. I also want to say that they have different kinds of looks, because I feel like they like to wear sporty things, you know, also like some type of like baggages. I feel like they like to explore with fashion. They do not have a specific way of dressing. I feel like they do have, for every area in life, they do like to dress differently. So I feel like they like to explore with fashion. Not that they're necessarily like, I don't see that they are into like, you know, Prada and Louis Vuitton and all of that. I'm also want to say that they are just into like what looks good, but they're not necessarily about like all those brands, you know. That's what I'm feeling here. This person, again, is very strong. They have gone through a lot of things here. They have gone through a lot with the Strength card here. And that's where they gain their confidence from. They're like, okay, what else is gonna happen? Like, I overcame this, I overcame that, I overcame that, so nothing is going to stop me. I also feel like they developed a very strong sense of self, where nobody can tell them who they are. They cannot be influenced. Again, if they are into conspiracy theories and like what is going on with the Illuminati or whatever, or chemtrails, they're like, nobody can tell me, you know, nobody can like manipulate me. They're also not the type to get manipulated by advertisement and stuff like that. They're more so, I want to say, this is the type of person that understands how other people get manipulated. For example, you know, when we do advertisement, right? They're the type of person to be, so you guys want to manipulate me into buying that. Do you know what I mean? This also means that they have some type of like, they could do the same thing. I almost want to say they could be also somebody that manipulates people, or that can manipulate people into buying things, or manipulate people into doing things for them, but they don't do that, you know. It's like they know when to do the right thing, or basically their heart is in the right spot. Which is, I was thinking like, okay, I see the heart here, I see the heart here, what is the message? So their heart is in the right spot. They know exactly how the game works, how to manipulate people, even the psychology behind advertisement, behind getting people to buy something, to do something, you know. They know that, but they don't use it, you know. They might use it for like a job interview or something like that, or to get like a credit, but they don't use it on people to literally gain money from them. That's something that they don't do. But they have the same brain as the people who do that, you know. Because the card says the hacker. It's almost like this person hacked the matrix, so they know exactly how everything is working, you know. They see through, they can read between the lines how the world is working, how marketing is working, how advertisement is working. So they could, logically, they could use it to do the same thing, you know, but they don't do it because they have their heart in the right spot. That's what I want to say. We also have here the dancer. So I feel like for some of you guys, they like to dance. They're probably also a good dancer. So if you want to dance some salsa or some bachata, I feel like you have somebody here that can dance. I also want to say this person is very freaky. They like to, I'm telling you, they like to seduce you. So whether or not you are into men or women, if you are interested in women, I feel like, you know, your woman will come in with a new lingerie, you know, maybe even like trying something out, such as a whip, you know, in bedroom. If you're into men, I feel like this person will on purpose take off their shirt to show their back and something like that. So they do like to seduce you. They do like to seduce. I also want to say that they like to kiss your neck. So they're just a seducer. They love the act or the art of seducing people, you know. They are really good at seducing people. Absolutely. And again, they also like to be a little bit frisky, a little bit playful in bed, you know. And I also want to say that if it's a woman, I feel like they like to wear over knees, you know. They like to, I feel like your future spouse, if it's a woman, they like to dress sexy sometimes. But again, it's like an energy of like different styles for different days. So sometimes sporty, sometimes really like baggy and loose, sometimes very sexy. So they do have different styles, you know. It's like not just one style, they go in different directions. But overall, they like to seduce. They also probably like to dance. And I also want to say it's very interesting because I feel this energy here with the Ruin card that your future spouse has went through some type of loss. This does not mean, like, this could literally be anything, like losing a big amount of money, losing their health, losing something. They have lost something big in their life and they regained it back. So if they had problems with mental health, they gained their mental health back. You know, if they had problems with addiction, they gained their sobriety back. If they had problems with losing a lot of money, they gained their money back. So there's some type of energy, or if they had like a huge amount of debt, they cleaned their debt. So there's an energy. That's why I want to say, or I feel like your future spouse is extremely strong because they know the dark side and they also know the light side. So they experience both. They experience failure and they experience success. You know, because we have the Victory card here. I'm telling you, if your future spouse tells you I'm going to do something, guess what? No matter how long it takes, they have the endurance and they also are consistent with what they want to achieve here, because we have the Victory here, which is like, you know, reaching your goal, right? So this is the type of person at the end of the day, they will win because they do not back down. They announce what they're going to do and they're going to work on it and they will complete. This is somebody that completes things. This is somebody that is very consistent. They just do complete whatever. I want to say that this person, if they are invested into something with their heart, right? If they are invested into a project with their heart, guess what? They're going to complete it. So this is the type of person, they do complete, they do work. I also feel like they just have this energy of, they know they have to work hard to get somewhere. You know, they just understand I have to work hard to get somewhere, and that's exactly what they're going to do, you know. So I feel like your person does have this energy of like a winner in a sense, but it doesn't come from that they were born lucky or they were born with a lot of talent. No, they went through some deep shit and they had to get themselves out there. They also were healing a lot, you know, in the last couple of months and weeks. They were healing a lot. And I'm feeling this energy here for some of you guys. We have the Star card in the universe. The Star card in the universe, especially with the rock star, this could literally be somebody that works on social media, that is kind of like present on social media. This could be like, they could also be maybe like a model. They could be they could just be working in the entertainment industry. Like they could work behind the scenes, you know, or they could be the star of the show, basically, something that I'm feeling here. I also feel like that if you are looking for your future woman, your future wife, I feel like your future woman, your future spouse likes to wear high heels from time to time. They also like the color gold and the color green. And for my beautiful pie number one that is looking for a man, I feel like I also feel like they like to wear the color green. There's something about the color green here that sticks out to me. So I feel like your future spouse also likes the color green, and of course like the color black, like very neutral here. What comes to my mind right now is that this person knows that, you know, you have to understand the game in order to win. Do you know what I mean? So this is definitely a person, they put in a lot of work into whatever they want to achieve. So again, they start with the announcement, then they work on it daily, you know, and at some point there's like, with the Star card, their wish is granted. They work for their dreams. I just feel like they have an energy like they love to, again, they love to be with friends. They love gatherings with people. I also feel like they like to invite people, you know, they like to send out messages and invitations to people. Hey, like, hey, do you want to come over? You know, like, sorry guys, the camera just cut off. So what I'm feeling here is with your future spouse, this person just knows how to gain how to get their power back, basically. This is the type of person, they're not going to complain about circumstances, because complaining about circumstances is not going to change anything. This is the type of person that starts to become active. I want more money, I'm going to get more money, you know. I want a bigger car, I'm going to get a bigger car. This is not the type of person that complains. This is the type of person that says, I have to regain my power back. I have to gain the knowledge. For example, if they want to become a millionaire, do you know what they're going to do? They're going to find out, going to research things. What is a millionaire doing throughout the day? You know, if they want to become whatever they want to become, they're going to research about it. Your future spouse is going to research about it, you know. They're going to get active, like, hey, that's what I have to do in order to get there. Again, it has an energy here of like, what I'm feeling here is with your future spouse, at the end of the day, they want to be proud of themselves. And I also feel like it feels like they're testing their own strength. They know that their spirit and their soul is extremely strong, and they would rather have a rags to riches story than they would want to be born rich, because this is the type of person that takes a lot of pride in their hard work, and they take a lot of pride in their journey, you know, all the ups and downs that they have gone through. So overall, they take a lot of pride in everything that they overcame. And it's just an energy here that, again, if this person enters a room, there's some type of magnetic, strong energy around this person that does attract a lot of people. This person is like a seducer or a seductress, you know. So that's what I'm feeling here with you guys. And I also feel like they have like a nice posture, like they know how to I almost want to say that they know how to pose in pictures. That's like a weird detail here. Yeah. Anyway, my beautiful pie number 1, I hope you like this reading. Let me know down in the comments if you liked it, and I'm going to see my next one, and also stay tuned for the other readings which I'm going to post. So I want to look at you know, what your future spouse is going to be like with you, or maybe like why they fall in love with you. Oh yeah, I was also thinking about like a channeled message, or like a channeled love letter from your future spouse. Yeah, so let me know down in the comments if you would like it, and I'm going to see my next one. I wish you a lovely day. Bye. Hello, my beautiful pie number 2. You chose this beautiful rose quartz over here. Let's look at your cards. So your future spouse. So no matter what you like, male or female, or whatever you feel like you like. So we have the King and the Queen of Pentacles here. So what this tells me is that your future spouse is going to be somebody that is very down to earth. Actually, it can go both ways. I feel like your future spouse, no matter if you like males or females or something in between, this person is very down to earth. But it could go both ways, because earth means we are connected to plants, we are connected to eating healthy fruits and vegetables, we are connected to, you know, cooking food, fresh food. But it could also go into the materialistic direction, where we do appreciate and value, you know, everything that life has to offer, also the luxury, you know, because earth energy is all about like Virgo. Virgo is the health aspect of the earth element, or the earth sign. Now Taurus is all about like the luxury and having this beautiful, wonderful life where everything is smooth and you just have everything, and it's like luxurious and cozy, and you're just enjoying your life, you know. And then we have Capricorn, which is hardworking. So that's the type of energy that is surrounding your future spouse. So let's get into the cards, and then we're gonna check what comes up. Anyway, I feel like your future spouse is somebody that does work hard for their money. I want to say that your future spouse, or I feel like your future spouse is somebody that likes to live a beautiful life. A beautiful life requires for one to have, or for you to have money. What the first thing that I heard with you guys is Your future spouse is going to be a man with a plan or like a boss lady, a boss man, you know, a man with a plan, somebody who takes risks, you know, even in business. So this is somebody, your future spouse is somebody, they might even drive a car, or they are, I feel like they tend to go into the materialistic direction, which doesn't have to be a bad thing. You can, you know, balance out both things, right? So do not worry if I say they are into materialistic things. So just enjoy, you know, the nice things, the finer things in life, you know, that give us comfort, that make life a little bit more easy, such as a car. So I feel like this person probably has their driver's license, is going to get their driver's license, or is interested in purchasing a car, or having some type of like luxury that gives them comfort, that makes them feel like they can live their best life, basically, you know. Also, fresh fruits and vegetables are expensive as well, right? So meat is even less expensive than fruits and vegetables. So basically, fruits and vegetables and eating healthy is also a luxury, if we're going to be honest. Now, I'm feeling here that your future spouse either is like their job, for some of you guys, their job is like they are a kindergarten teacher. For others of you, they already have a child. When you guys meet, your future spouse already has a child, or they have a very, very strong wish to have a child, or to have like a lot of children. I'm also feeling here your future spouse is probably the type of person that took care of their siblings, that brought their siblings to school or to the kindergarten, you know, or they're just like very knowledgeable about children and babies because they have been babysitting, or they have been like you know, taking care of their siblings or something like that, you know. And also see, for some of you guys, your future spouse likes to play basketball here. Again, I feel like this person is somebody, a man with a plan, or just a boss lady. It feels like this energy that I'm feeling here is almost like knowing exactly where you want to go and making a plan here. Making a plan how exactly, almost even like calculating, or where could I possibly fail? What could possibly go wrong? And you know, how do I get to my destination? Because we have the Tower card here, which is all about like the risk, diving into the cold water. So this is somebody, your future spouse is somebody that just dives into the cold water. They're not scared to try out new things. They're not scared to take a risk, because they know in order to gain something in life, like almost like no pain, no gain, or if you don't risk anything, then what are you going to get from life, you know? So I'm feeling here, I also feel like your future spouse is somebody that doesn't like to waste time. So your future spouse is somebody, they don't like to waste time. They're very wise with their time. You know, they like to invest into specific things, and it's just like it's almost like they don't want to settle with a mediocre life, when they know that if they put more effort into something, or if they put their intention into doing something great, that they could achieve something great. So again, this is somebody that is probably going to do something that is out of the norm when it comes to just their life in general, but also how they're going to make money. I'm also feeling here that your future spouse is somebody that is like, people always go to your future spouse for advice. So their friends always go to the friends of your future spouse always go to your future spouse for an advice here. It almost feels like, because we have the therapist here, so I feel this energy that your future spouse just knows how. I feel like they're very intelligent when it comes to like the psychology of the human, you know, of us humans, in a sense where they do analyze who they are and why they act a certain way. For example, if something is triggering them, they're the type of person to sit down and analyze why they feel triggered, or they're the type of person to analyze why they have low self-esteem, you know, and almost like coming up with like, oh, something happened in my childhood, or I never had self-esteem, so where does that come from? So this is the type of person, they do analyze the psyche of other people and themselves. So they're probably also somebody they're going to analyze you when they're going to meet you. But we're going to get into that in another video. I just want to do like a lot of future spouse readings, because those cards are so detailed that I can see a lot of things, you know. And I just love those cards. I just want to explore what we're going to see with those with my new deck. I'm also seeing here that your future spouse prefers to drink water over anything else. So I feel like they like to drink water. What else am I seeing here? I also have the feeling that they do read. I don't want to say that they read a lot of books, but they do have like their favorite books at home. So you would, if you go to their house, you would find books and they would tell you like, oh, this book was really, really good. It's about the psyche of humans and stuff like that, you know. I'm also seeing here that I feel like your future spouse is going to have like a bigger position. They could be like a CEO, or they could be somebody that has like a bigger position, with a public defender here. I also want to say, or I also feel like that your future spouse, there's an energy here that they might be into like stock market, or they might be working in a big company or like a big institution, or this is like one of their goals to be like, you know, of a high social status. I feel like the energy that I'm feeling here is, do you know the Wolf of Wall Street? So I feel like they are maybe like into investing in real estate, into stock market. They're just into they're into investing into different things and seeing how things grow. They love to invest their money into different things and then see how things grow. But I'm also feeling here, this is somebody that is very like knowledgeable about, they could also be very knowledgeable about taxes or something like that. I feel like they are somewhat interested. What I'm feeling here is nobody can like scam your future spouse, because your future spouse has some type of knowledge, like how the law works. They know, you know, they know their own rights. They know how the law works, or there's some type of like information that they have about the law, or some type of information about stock market, you know, about real estate, something along those lines. I want to say. So they do have a vibe around them that screams like businesswoman, businessman, basically. So they do handle they could also be handling their own taxes, or they could be, yeah, that's what I'm feeling here. Now we also have the Fool card here. So this was very like serious, very business oriented, and now we have the Fool card. So what I'm feeling here is when they clock out of work, or when they clock out of like their own business, you know what they're doing? They're just like a very they're just a very freedom-loving person. Your future spouse loves to like walk the dog. They like to look at birds. They just like to you know, take a walk in the city and literally do nothing but to just walk and see their surroundings. I feel like they are somebody who observes. Your future spouse likes to observe. They like to observe the streets. They like to observe people, because we have the therapist here. So they do like to observe people and the way people behave, you know. So I'm just feeling this energy of this person likes to walk through the city to clear their mind, basically. So they are aware that they sometimes have to clear their mind and calm down, because I feel like this person again is like somebody, they have a plan and they follow up with their plan, but they're also not afraid to make big changes, you know. So this is the type of person that would relocate. This is the type of person that would open up a restaurant. This is the type of person that would get like a credit for $20,000 to open up their company. The type of vibe. Or they're the type of person to relocate to a different country and not even know the language, you know. They could also be into, this person could also be into several sources of income, how to, you know, accumulate. Do you say accumulate? Okay, let's see, how to create several sources of income, you know. They know that they cannot rely on companies, like it's like something along those lines of like they know that they can only rely on themselves and their own efforts to make sure that they will live the good life that they want to live. We also have the Six of Cups here with the pleasure. To me, this tells me that this person, they also like to drink wine, but again, I feel like mostly they like to drink water. I feel like they are somewhat health conscious here, but we're going to get to that in a second. So with the pleasure card here, I just feel like You know what? The interesting thing is that this person is somebody, they are very sexual, but it's hidden. So if you see this person, you would probably think, oh, this person is very much into like their work, they're very like goal oriented, they are very hardworking and stuff like that. But in the sheets, I feel like they are a freak. And I also want to say that this person believes in they believe in marriage, they believe in stability. So they're not really interested. I mean, I feel like they're not any more interested, or they have never been interested in just pleasure in a you know, just for fun. They're most of this type of person. They want to build with their future spouse. They want to build a company, they want to build a house, they want to build something with their future spouse, and they really appreciate the stability of having a relationship and always coming home to the same person, which is interesting, right? Because a player is the complete opposite. They like to have variety. So with that energy I'm feeling here, I also want to say they are a good, do you say host? You know, when they your future spouse invites people, they probably like prepare food for their guests, or they prepare some type of wine here. This also reminds me of that. But overall, this person believes in marriage. This person believes in marriage. They also believe in, like, you know, for some of you guys, your future spouse believes in, like, why would I have sex or be intimate with other people, with somebody, if I don't feel like this is going to be a relationship and then lead to marriage, you know? So this person believes strongly in marriage, and that marriages are beautiful, because some people believe that marriages are like a cage or something like that. This person is the complete opposite. They believe that marriages come with stability. They almost come with a beautiful predictability of, like, even if like a lot of things are changing in business, you know they come home to stability with their marriage and their relationship with you. So they see commitment and relationships, or like the whole topic of wedding, in a good light. They do believe in it. They do believe in like commitment. They do believe in sacred union through marrying somebody. And they feel like it's going to be a pleasant experience again, because other people feel like, oh my God, marriage is so bad. You're going to be with one person for the next 50 years and stuff like that. They are the complete opposite. They like that idea. Now, I also want to say that this person goes to the gym, because look at that body. I feel like this person is fit. I feel like this person is, they probably like to do squats, but overall, I feel like this person is fit. They have like a really nice body. They are health conscious. So I feel like even if they drink, they just drink a little. So this is not somebody that drinks a lot. I feel like this person drinks only for special occasions, or they like to drink and become a little bit tipsy before you touch each other and get, you know, intimate. Oh my God. Yeah, so overall, this person is I feel like it's health conscious. They like to do something with their body. This doesn't even have to be that they're like a huge gym freak, but that they just like to, you know, do something with their body. This could also be like Pilates or yoga, or going to the gym for a Zumba class or something like that. They're using their body for something, you know. Also, the Ace of Pentacles again talks about investing into something. So this person is probably also somebody that is not afraid to invest a huge amount into something. If they feel like, I keep feeling this energy of like a broker. I mean, not for everybody this person is going to be a broker, but I feel this energy of like the Wolf of Wall Street, you know, like finding ways to make your money grow, and not being afraid to invest like a huge amount of money into something because you know it's going to grow. So this person is also somebody who's very brave, that is not scared to take risks when it comes to investing into specific things. And again, they believe in stability, basically, is something that I'm feeling here. But they have a very beautiful duality. They believe in stability, but they also believe in like taking risks, and sometimes they fail and sometimes they win, and they know that the game comes, like failure comes with success and success comes with failure. They do understand that. Let me see, what else am I seeing here? I'm feeling this energy here that in general this person is very brave. Like your future spouse is very brave, and your future spouse is not scared to just do things in general. They like to dive into the cold water. They like to do things that almost scare them. Like, they like to do things that are risky. They like to do things that are out of the norm. They like to dive into the cold water. There's something, you know, because I'm feeling the dynamic of Scorpio and Taurus, so they might maybe even be like Taurus or Scorpio, or have like this energy in their chart. But in astrology, this beautiful energy is about, Scorpio is all about the unpredictable, those changes that come out of nowhere, those unexpected changes, you know, like a thunder on the horizon. And then Taurus is all about like stability and predictability, and you know exactly what your daily routine is going to be like, and you stay in one job for 10 years and every day looks the same. And Scorpio is like, every day it's different. You have 6 jobs in just 1 month. You know, that type of energy. I feel this energy here that your future spouse has a beautiful balance between those two energies. Sorry, the camera cut off. So I want to say that your future spouse, what I'm feeling here intuitively is that your future spouse also maybe has some type of like, they're scared to become poor, or they're scared of like poverty, or they just want to make sure that they will never end up in a position where they have to rely on somebody else to make their life beautiful, basically. So this person is really all about like making sure that their family is good, that their future children are good. You know, they're very much into like investing right now, planting the seeds right now, so then in the future they can reap the rewards of it. You know, they're making sure that I want to say what I'm feeling here is that your future spouse wants to break this chain. If they come from a family that doesn't have a lot of money, which I feel like for the most of you it is actually like that, they want to break that. They want to break this cycle of their family not having a lot of money or being poor, and they're going to break that cycle. Your future spouse is going to break that cycle here. I'm also feeling here that your future spouse likes to draw, or they like to maybe like paint. They like to paint, they like to draw. And I also feel like they are maybe into interior design here. Is there anything else that I'm seeing here? They might have a pet as well. They might have a pet here. I don't want to be too specific with the pet. And I also feel like they are a dreamer. They like to they like to look out of the window. I feel like your future spouse has a lovely energy because they can be very focused and very like straight to the point, but at the same time they can also be so free, and like sometimes they have no thoughts in mind whatsoever. Sometimes they're just carefree, just walking through the town, looking at the sky. You know, I feel like they also really much enjoy or appreciate, you know, sunshine or like a beautiful sky, you know, like when there's like a lot of like colors with the clouds. That's something that I'm feeling here. And also feeling here with the love card, which is the 2 of love. They probably like to drink coffee. They are a coffee drinker. Maybe they even like to go to Starbucks here. And what I'm feeling here is they like to work with other people, or their wish is it to work with their future spouse. So I feel like this person that you're going to meet, your future spouse, wants to somehow work with you. Maybe you guys are going to do something together when it comes to social media, or you guys are going to work in the same company, or you guys are going to work on something together. This could even be like house hunting together. You guys are going to the coffee shop together, you know, like for example, you work on your stuff, they work on their stuff, you guys meet each other together with your laptops. You go to a coffee shop, you go to a cafe or something like that. I feel like they definitely want to work on something with you, whatever that is going to be. They believe that if they are in a partnership, in the marriage, it's also teamwork, and this teamwork also means making money together. That's basically what I'm feeling here. And they probably like to drink coffee. For some of you guys, they might also wear glasses. Maybe they only need glasses when they are reading, or they might literally wear glasses here, or like contact lenses, something like that. I feel like for some of you guys, they don't like winter season. They don't like snow. Okay, beautiful pie number 2. I hope you like this reading. Let me know down in the comments if you liked it. And I'm going to see you in my next one. And I wish you a lovely day. Bye. My beautiful pie number 3. You chose this beautiful. It's one of my favorite crystals. I just love it. Okay, let's see. Let's see what your future spouse is going to be like. Just what are they like as a person, you know? Aside from being your future spouse, what are they like, you know? Let's see. Let me just put out the cards on the table. Guys, this is going to be a long reading, so get yourself like a beverage, a snack or something like that. Get cozy, you know. And then we're going to we are going to look at the cards here. Okay, we have the King and the Queen of Swords. So no matter what gender you like or no gender whatsoever, your future spouse is probably going to be the King or the Queen of Swords, which is the air element. The air element is all about the intellect, is all about like communication, about thoughts, about the exchange of thoughts, you know. I'm feeling this energy here. It could also be like about like degrees, like high degrees, you know, having a lot of titles, a lot of degrees, or somebody who likes to read a lot, somebody who likes to absorb knowledge a lot, you know. This is somebody who's very much invested in having like something that I just heard was like intellectual property. So they take pride in their knowledge and, you know, being good at. I feel like your future spouse is somebody that likes to be good at a specific area. They want to be like an authority in a specific area where people just come to them because they know they are the best at this kind of area, or they just like it when people ask them questions about a specific topic. They like to be somebody like they like to help people with different things, you know, because if they have the knowledge, they also like to share the knowledge and they like to teach people, is basically what I'm feeling here. Now, your future spouse, I feel like your future spouse is very much into painting. They either are an artist or they are absolutely in love with art. They love to go to the museum here. Let me show the cards to you. They love to go to the museum. They also might like even graffiti or like street art. Do you say street art? You know, I'm feeling here this person is really much again into art. They are into like they might even have like their favorite artist, or they have like very, very interesting paintings in their apartment, or they just like to draw themselves, is something that I'm feeling here. Or there are somebody like they are currently trying to become like a, whoa, that was a huge light, jeez Louise. For some of you guys, this person is trying to become like a well-known artist, you know. They're definitely somebody who creates. Your future spouse creates. They paint, they draw, they design things. And I'm feeling here, yeah, they're very competitive. That's what I was talking about, right? Because I didn't look at the cards yet, but I was talking about how your future spouse wants to be the best at something. So they are very competitive is something that I'm feeling here. They're not afraid to compete with other people. This could also be like a somewhat of like a negative trait, that they are too much into like competition. But I want to say, or I'm feeling here, that your future spouse is somebody that gets inspired by seeing other people succeed. So your future spouse is somewhat like somebody, when they see another person succeed, at first they will not think, why this person and why not me? And their thought process goes like, well, if this person can do it, I can do it, and I can do it even better. And it can come across cocky, but it comes from a place of like really being inspired by other people and, you know, what they can achieve. So they do get like inspired by competition, or something that I'm feeling here. But again, it's not necessarily something that you have to, you know, worry about with your future spouse. I feel like this is just in their nature, and that also makes them achieve a lot of things because they do want to become the best. So do you want to have somebody who has no ambition at all, or do you want to have somebody who takes a little bit of pride in becoming the best. So I feel like sometimes you have to like calm this person down, like, come on, like, you know, let the other person be. Yeah, this could also be that this person is very much into sports. I feel like they like to watch soccer, or they like to watch football, they like to watch baseball. They probably also like to wear jerseys and base caps, like they like to wear caps here. I'm also feeling here that this person is somebody, they are very good at making decisions. They're very good at making decisions. It comes from a place of like knowing who they are, and if they know who they are, it's very easy for them to make decisions here. This is also somebody who is a very this person loves peace. They love peace, they love harmony. So the very interesting thing is that your future spouse has a duality of like, sometimes they feel like, okay, you know, this person said something and I really have to say something back to humble them. So I feel the attitude that I'm feeling here is like, if they are dealing with somebody and this person says like a stupid comment, sometimes they feel like, okay, I'm gonna give it to this person now. Like, did you just say that? You know, and this person's going to really like, but it comes from like their intellect, so they will like beat this person with their words, with their wisdom, you know. They come like, all of a sudden they come with their wisdom, you know, and they just like beat this person to the ground, like verbally, you know, but just in an energy of like, you know, what did you just say, you know, what stupid comment was that? But sometimes, on the other hand, sometimes they're like, okay, I'm not even going to entertain that, you know. I don't know why I'm feeling the energy of your future spouse, but I really like find it funny. So this person is in general somebody that believes in peace. They believe in like talking things out. They do not believe in screaming, but sometimes they're like, if you want to challenge me, if somebody challenges your future spouse, it's not going to be fun. That's basically what I'm saying here. I'm also feeling here that your future spouse is somebody that do not believe in like, I feel like they also take pride in their opinion or the way that they see the world, but it almost feels like, do you know those people that like to discuss, you know, like almost like people that like to talk to other people that have the complete opposite opinion, and they love to discuss with other people that have a completely different opinion or a completely different background. They always like to even like challenge themselves in their own intellect by talking to people that are almost like the opposite of their own culture, the opposite of their own religion, just the opposite of what they believe, or they like to debate, they like to discuss, they like to something that comes up in my mind is, I saw a quote where it said, you know, a mature argument is not about who is right, but to find out more about the truth. So this person is somebody, they have like their own opinion, but they are open to listen to another person, and if this other person convinces them like, oh hey, maybe this person has a point in what they're saying, it's almost like they love to broaden their horizon and their intellect, and they like to talk to people again that are of the opposite, even like of the opposite gender, to understand how do women work, or how do men work, how does the brain work, or different cultures, because they like to, you know, they don't believe in like being right, they believe in the truth, you know. So if somebody comes to them and they discuss something and they feel like, oh, this person is in the right, they will say like, okay, you're right, you know, so that they know that their argument was like almost like blessed with the information of another person. Do you know what I mean? It's really hard for me to articulate myself right now. Now we also have here the day trader. So I'm feeling here for some of you guys, your future spouse works in the company and they are basically like the manager who schedules like when somebody is working. So they have like a higher position or a bigger position in a company. It's like a team leader or a supervisor, a manager in a company that makes sure that everybody is on time, or scheduling, or they are somebody who's very organized. They organize their days to make sure that they get everything done. You can also see like the thumb here on the card. So again, I keep feeling like this person is somebody they want to be the best. They like to put in effort and see that their efforts pay out, basically, is something that I'm feeling here. They could also be somebody that likes to work at night, or they work night shifts, or they are really good at, like, something about them working at night makes them like excel. They like to work at night. They are a night owl. We also have the Devil card here, which is somebody who seduces. And we have the Ace of Wands. For your information, this person is has been blessed between the legs. Okay. So this person has been blessed between the legs. I'm sorry, but that's what I'm seeing here. Sorry, not sorry. Why would I be sorry for that? It's looking good, okay? I'm feeling here that this person, interesting, the shackles, because we have the Devil card here. I'm feeling this energy here, yeah. I'm feeling this energy here that this person, with the Devil card here, I feel like this person, they went through some toxic stuff. Toxicity can literally be anything from being addicted to Adderall to being a procrastinator, or to really like procrastinate things that you have to do, like paying your bills. This is also like toxic, right? For yourself, you know, it's self-destructive. So I feel like they went through a period or a time in their life where they have been self-destructive with whatever addiction, or with being like very intimate with a lot of people, or going to the club all the time, or smoking or something like that. But it's almost like they found their peace. There's an energy here that this person found their peace in. Maybe like they found their peace in their remedy, their cure in art, or they found their peace in their own creativity. For some of you guys, they also found their peace in like spirit guides. They do believe in spirit guides, or they do believe in like a higher force. They believe in God. It's almost like I feel this energy that this person has been saved from a very toxic behavior that they used to have in the past, and they just changed. It's almost this energy here that this person and it literally says change. I feel like this person comes from a place of like, life has been very, very toxic for them, but they made the decision that they choose peace and health over this toxic energy that they have been through in life. So I feel like this person is very much into self-care. They know that, because I feel like this person also works a lot, or they know that you know, they just like to work, is something that I'm feeling here. They like to work, they like to put in a lot of effort, they like to work hard for things, you know, because they just like to see what they have worked on, like to just see everything accomplished, you know. Maybe they even have like they're like staying at the company 3 hours longer to just get everything done, you know. But I feel like this person has a beautiful balance of like, when they know they were working, that when they know they have been working a lot, they also know, okay, now I have to take some days off and I should probably focus on myself. So this person does some type of sport, but I almost want to say this type of sport that they do is not because of like muscle, like gaining muscles, but it's more so about like maintaining health, is something that I'm feeling here. We have the Wheel of Fortune here again. Yeah, this person went through like a big shift. We also have a very strong Sagittarius energy here. So this person is somebody, they with the Wheel of Fortune, I feel like their life has been a roller coaster. So they have went through ups and downs. So it's almost like they can relate to people. They can relate to people very easily because they have been through a lot. This person has been through the good times and the bad times, like very, 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 very dark and very, 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 very good. That's the type of vibe that I'm feeling here. On the other hand, I'm also feeling here this person is into higher learning. They are into spirituality, into religion. They're into like, they probably also have their favorite like gurus, or they have their favorite people that they learn from, or they have like role models in books or something like that, you know, because they like to look up to people that inspire them. They find inspiration in like big people in history, or just people on YouTube, you know, that achieved a lot, or, you know, specific authors or something like that, you know, with the Hierophant. For some of you guys, this person is also into Malcolm X. I feel like into Malcolm X, or into people that did like great things in human history. again, I feel like this person is a painter, and if this person does not paint, they just appreciate art. They love to look at art, they love to buy art, they love to go to museums. I'm also feeling here, I just wanted to say something and I now forgot about it. Let me see. I think I forgot. This person could also have curly hair. This person could have curly hair here, but I literally see any kind. It could be bald, they could have long, very long hair, so I'm not even going to tap into that because this reading is not about how they look. I might do one where we're gonna look at what they look like, but it's a little bit hard in a general reading because it's so many people watching, and then, you know, the future spouse is not going to look like this exact, you know, thing. So overall, this person is into self-care because I feel like, again, they have been through some toxic shit, and now they know, like, I have to take care of myself, I have to do some, like, something about my self-care, something about, like, they're health conscious, I want to say. I feel like this person is health conscious. For some of you guys, this person also works with herbs. They like to drink tea, or they like aromatherapy, or they are into alternative medicine here. Yeah, but they love to take care of themselves. They probably also, if they take a shower, it's going to take really, 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 really long. And we also have 111 here. So I feel like this person is into, they believe in, like, praying. They believe into spirituality, you know, because I feel like, yeah, definitely they have some type of, like, gurus that they look at, you know, the gurus that talk about the peace of mind and, you know, how to make a change in the world. They're definitely somebody that is interested in that. And then we have the journalist here with the Page of Wands. So I feel like this person is somebody that likes to watch the news. Probably they like to be up to date with the things that happen in the world, so they're very invested into what is happening around the world, not just in their area or in their own little bubble, but they like to know, like, what is happening on the other side of the world, or in a completely different continent or something like that. With the Princess of Wands, the journalist here, they might also be somebody that questions a lot of things. So this person is somebody, it's not easy to convince them. So they are somebody, like, they question everything. Even, like, if you put a contract on the table, this person is going to read it 5 times. Or if you tell this person somebody, this person is like, they just question a lot of things, is basically what I'm feeling here. So you cannot just tell them something. They have to research it. They have to look. Basically what I'm trying to say with that energy, because I'm just channeling right now, it's like this person is somebody that they just question things. They do not take not everything that glitters is gold, is something that I'm feeling here with this person. This person understands that something is sometimes things are happening behind the scenes. You know, so there's somebody, like, they're like, is this really true? Or like, is there something behind that? You know, that's the type of vibe that I'm feeling here with your future spouse. So let me see if I find anything else here. This person might like the color yellow, is something that I'm feeling here. They might be into the color yellow. Or it's like their favorite color or something like that. Okay, my beautiful pile number 3, that's all I have for you today. I hope you like this reading. Let me know in the comments if you liked it. I also want to create a video, like a channeled love letter from your future spouse. So I'm going to tap into the energy, what they would say to you, why they love you, what they love to do with you, what they really appreciate about you. So I might do that. Let me know down in the comments if you would like that. And I would say I'm going to see you in my next one. I wish you a lovely day. Bye. Hello, my beautiful pile number 4. You chose this beautiful crystal here. I think it's a moonstone. I'm almost sure. So let's look at your cards. What is your future spouse like? What are they like as a person, you know? What is just their character like, you know? Let's see. Let's look at the cards. I'm very excited for your reading. Let me see. Give me a second, guys. It's going to be a long reading, so get yourself a beverage or something to eat, get cozy, you know, go to the toilet before the reading starts. 2, 4, 6. Okay, let's see. Awesome. Okay, my beautiful pile number 4. So the energy that I'm feeling here with your future spouse is, first of all, no matter what you like, female, male, non-binary, something in between, your future spouse is probably going to have like a very strong energy of like water element, or they act as a water sign. Sometimes you don't even have, because I do act as a water sign, although I do not have much water in my chart, but I was raised by a water sign, so I think that's the reason why I act like a water sign, although I am not one. I don't have like my sun, moon and rising, nothing is like water, not even in my... There's not much water going on. I mean, well, that's off topic. Okay, so what I'm feeling here is with your future spouse, with the King and the Queen of Cups, I am feeling this energy that your person, your future spouse, is somebody who is very emotional, very sensitive, very imaginative. So this person is, your future spouse is somebody, first of all, they are very sensitive to the energies of other people. They're probably also very empathic, and they can probably also sense things, you know, sensing things that are happening, or they might be influenced by the full moon for some reason, you know. So they're very like very much into like energies and like having like a strong gut feeling, but also very imaginative, like somebody who's a dreamer, who dreams a lot of all the things that are possible to achieve, and all the possibilities of like, is there the possibility to live on Mars in the next 200 years? You know, that like, because Pisces goes way, they go somewhere else. So they could also be somebody who, for them it's very easy to have lucid dreams, or something, like to do lucid dreaming, or they might even go into the psychic area, no, into the psychic direction. That's what I want to say, into the psychic direction. But I'm also feeling here they're very intense. So this is somebody, they feel things very intensely, but that does not mean that they always talk about how intense they feel, you know. So if this person falls in love, it's like Romeo and Juliet, ride or die, Bonnie and Clyde type of love, you know. Now let's look at the cards. So it's very interesting, because as I was displaying the cards on the table, I could feel how my energy was very like hyper in the first 3 piles, and in pile number 4 with your future spouse, I felt like I was starting to be calm and talk very slowly, or like slower than in the last 3 piles. And it's interesting because we have the number, or the card 4 of Truths, which is the 4 of Swords, which is a very calm energy. This is usually somebody in a meditative state, or somebody who's sleeping, or somebody who's in deep contemplation, but in a very quiet space. So I'm feeling here this person is somebody who is very like, they like their quiet time, they like to sleep, they like to meditate, you know. They just like to be, if like the world is like chaotic, they like to just, you know, take a nap, take a power nap, and they just like to meditate and listen to like some healing frequencies, and they just like to be somebody, they just like to be in a surrounding that is somewhat quiet. So this person needs their quiet time. They do not like to fight. They like to talk things out. They like to keep the harmony and the peace. And I also feel like they are somebody that talks very calmly. With the 4 of Power, which is the 4 of Pentacles, I intuitively feel here that this person, I'm feeling here that this person has both energies. They like the city life, but they also like to live somewhere where it's very calm. So they probably also like to live, you know, not necessarily off grid, but not necessarily like also in the city. They like both. They like the countryside, and they also like the city life. I'm also feeling here for some of you guys that your future spouse is all about the beach life. They like to be They like to take a lot of vacations. They like to be by the beaches. They might also even like to go on a boat, or they just like to live by the beach. It could also be that this person comes from a very tropical country, or they have the wish to live a tropical country life, like, you know, to live the beach life, basically, something that I'm feeling here. But with the Four of Pentacles here, or the Four of Power, I'm just feeling this energy here. They might even come from a capital city, like a huge city, or they like to travel to like capital cities. I also feel like they like to shop, they like to go shopping, or they just like to go sightseeing, or something that I'm feeling here. Or they just like to go to, like, they like to travel, but like to the capital cities, like you know, the capital cities are something that is very like interesting to them. So they have this energy of like, they love their quiet time, they love to meditate, but they also love this busy city life, or they just like to be in the city, in town, you know, to just have a good time. I'm also feeling here that your future spouse is probably also in a position of power, because we literally have the word power here, and we have the Emperor, and the Emperor is usually somebody who's in a position of power. They probably also use their voice a lot. This could be that there's somebody they're teaching. This could also be that they work in the advertisement industry, something that I'm feeling right now, or in the fashion. Yeah, they could either work in the advertisement industry. They could also be working, they could also be like, how do you call that? A fashion designer here, because we also have the fashion designer here. Or they could be a model. This could also be something here. They could also be a model. They could also be somebody like a barkeeper, or they own their own club, or something like that. They're definitely into like, I feel like they are somewhat like involved in the entertainment industry. So they probably come from that type of area, like, again, either modeling or fashion designing or advertisement, something along those lines. But there could also be in a position of power with the Emperor, again, where they use their voice. They could have their own company. They could be a CEO in a company. They could be just like a very important person, you know, a very important person when it comes to their career, but also in their family, that they're probably like the breadwinner. They probably support their family and stuff like that. We also have the Sun here. So I'm feeling here, for some of you guys, your future spouse already has a child, or they just love, you know, they have like a very strong energy of like wanting a child. I'm also feeling here that this person is really like, they love to be in very tropical and warm countries. They love the sun. They probably also like to get like a tan, is something that I'm feeling here. And they like to go to parks. They like to go to parks, is something that I'm seeing here. So they also enjoy nature. They do enjoy nature a lot. I'm feeling here with the Five of Disappointment, which is the Five of Cups. I feel like they went through a really, really bad breakup, to be honest. I feel like they went through a really, really shitty ass breakup. Sorry guys, but I'm feeling here that they went through like a very bad breakup here. So they have been disappointed before somehow. I feel like this person is a little bit vulnerable when it comes to like when somebody makes promises. They might also be a little bit scared to get played, or they used to be a player and then they got their karma but by somebody playing them. Do you know what I mean? And then they learned their lesson, like, oh, I shouldn't play people, or I shouldn't play with people here. I'm also feeling here, for some of you guys, this person likes to play games. I mean like games, you know, like Xbox games. They like to play games, and for some of you guys, they like to do like game evenings, like with board games, card games. For some of you guys, they like to play chess, or they just like to to do something very fun, in a sense where they would invite their friends over with a card game, with Twister or something like that. But I'm also feeling here that your future spouse is somebody They have a very interesting energy, to be completely honest. I'm feeling here that your future spouse is also somebody they want to win in life. And they have a very strong, they have a position of power here. I don't know how to explain what I'm feeling. It's like they have a position of power. They know how to work the game. So I feel like they are very smart when it comes to like being in a good position in life, you know, to make sure that you are well off is something that I'm feeling here. I'm also seeing here that this person is a manifester. I feel like this person imagined their current existence into reality. This person is somebody, didn't we talk about that, you know, this water element is imaginative? Because to me, this tells me that this person you always had a vision, even like since they were a child, since they were a teenager, since they were young, they always had this dream of like becoming a model, becoming a fashion designer. You know, they always wanted to be on like on a huge advertisement in a big city here, or they always wanted to be like the CEO of a company. They always wanted to become like a politician. For some of you guys, very few of you, they always wanted to become a politician. They always wanted to become like a police officer, or they always wanted to work for the FBI. Because I feel like how they grew up, I feel like they grew up with low self-esteem, and over the time they understood that in order to win the game, they have to have self-confidence in themselves, and they literally imagined their current reality into existence. This is a person that imagined things like they imagined their dream life, and their dream life came true, you know. That's something that I'm feeling here. I also feel like your future spouse loves to they also appreciate, like, you know, they probably want to have like a garden in the future, or they just appreciate being in nature, eating also outside in the garden, and inviting friends over. They probably also love to do barbecues here, you know, or they just love to be outside in nature, and they like to invite people over. They love to celebrate. They love to throw parties. I feel like they make a big deal out of New Year's Eve, or out of like birthdays, or they just like when somebody says it's my birthday, they're going to like say like, hey, let's go out, drink, let's do something really nice, you know. So they're definitely somebody, they make a big deal out of, you know, New Year's Eve, birthdays, or when there's like an achievement, when you achieved something, when you achieved a goal, they would, you know, buy some wine to, you know, celebrate. They love to be with their friends. They love to celebrate with their friends. They like to invite their friends over. For some reason, I keep feeling that they live in a city where there are skyscrapers, or they live in a very busy city here, and they might feel like they want to move away from this big city into a more calm country, or the other way around. It could go both ways. I'm also feeling here that your future spouse, they probably love to ride a bike, or there are somebody they are always on the go. They always like to experience new things. They are always on the go. They're also very like, they are a fast texter. Like when you write them, they're probably writing you back immediately, and they're also like very good at talking. They're very good at talking. There's something about them, when they talk, people listen to them. They have either like a very beautiful voice, or the way that they talk just catches people's attention, you know, is something that I'm feeling here. But again, they probably also like to ride a bike. They like to probably ride a bike like through the town, or to ride a bike and go to the park, you know. I am also feeling here that this person is somebody that they believe in protests or demonstrations here. They believe in that you have to voice your opinion in order for things to change in the world. I'm also feeling here that this person doesn't take a no for an answer. For example, if somebody's telling them like, no, we don't want to take you, this person doesn't take no for an answer. They continue. Like they continue their journey. They have like a goal, and they continue their journey no matter how many people say no to them, you know. It's almost almost this energy of like, do you know J.K. Rowling, like who wrote Harry Potter? I think she was declined, or like people said they are not interested in her book script like 7 times, and on the eighth time was when she actually succeeded. I'm also feeling here this person is somebody that like to dress well. They like to dress well. They like to make a good impression on people, so they do take pride in what they look like, but it comes from more from a place of like smelling good, looking good. I also feel like this person is always trying to do the right thing, so they're the type of person, they try to bring good energy to other people. Even if they are saying something serious, they're still trying to make sure that they don't hurt people's feelings and something like that. Now, why I'm saying that this person is probably like into fashion, they are very into fashion. I feel like they also like to wear things that are maybe like out of the norm, something that I'm feeling. And I feel like your future spouse loves to drink. This person loves to drink. They don't have an alcohol problem, but they like to drink. They like to enjoy their life and drink, so they probably are into some type of like fashion. They like to wear very specific fashion here. I also feel like this person likes to wear colors. They are into wearing colors when it comes to their fashion. But overall, this is also a person that believes in like, what I'm feeling here is they believe in doing things on your own, like, you know, growing your own food. I want to say like growing your own food or designing your own clothing. There's somebody there like, I can do it on my own, or something that I'm feeling here. They also believe in like community. They believe in like I feel like they believe in like the power of community. They are very much into like inviting friends over and talking to a lot of people, and even like attending like gatherings where like very important discussions are happening, you know. This is the type of person that believes in like, we all must come together to change the world, or we all must come together to make a change here. I also feel like I truly feel like your person is in a position of power where other people look up to your future spouse. Your future spouse has something to say, they teach something, or they're just somebody that is, you know, they have like a very good reputation. Even if they are not necessarily seen by a lot of people, the people that know your future spouse, they have like it's almost like your future spouse is highly thought of. I don't know what they're doing, but they have like a very, very wonderful reputation here. Reputation. They have a wonderful reputation here, and they are probably also into like having children. So they probably do fantasize about having their own child. Maybe they already have their own child here. Oh, for some of you guys, I also feel like this person loves to go to the cinema, and they probably also are the type of person, they used to have like a vision board before they made their dreams happen. And I also feel like their apartment is very interesting. Like when you go into this person's apartment, you will see like a lot of things. Like there's so many things to discover when you enter this person's apartment, because they're just like, they have very interesting things in there, like interesting articles, interesting books, interesting just in general. It's like you go in there and you're like, wow, where do I go first? What do I analyze first, you know? Beautiful pile number 4. So your reading was quite short, and I just got the cards here, like the deck, because I want to find out more about your future spouse. So your reading is not that short. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is your future spouse is also somebody, they might, your future spouse doesn't like to watch television. They don't like to watch television. I feel like they don't like to watch television, or they don't like to watch too many like YouTube videos, because they feel like it's a waste of time. It's something that I'm feeling here. They love to work. They love to work. They might even be somebody who's, for some of you guys, your future spouse is somebody, they are working on a huge plan. They have like a huge plan to open up something here. This could literally be anything, but they're definitely working on something here. They could even work in construction, or they could be, how do you call those people that draw the buildings? Oh my god, you guys are probably laughing at me. because English is not my native language. So in my language, how do we call it in my language? Oh my goodness gracious, you know exactly what I mean. I hope you know what I mean, like working in construction, or you know, drawing buildings. You know what I mean. Yeah, but they're definitely somebody, they're like, I do not want to watch TV, I do not want to watch too many videos on YouTube, I have time, I have stuff to do. That's basically what I'm feeling here. I'm also feeling here, this person's, for some of you guys, this person is also into, it's very interesting. Your future spouse is in the position of power, but they also have their insecurities in other areas. It's something that I'm feeling here. So it's almost this energy here. I'm also feeling here that your future spouse is always thinking about how they can use their time wisely, because I feel like your future spouse is not about like wasting their time. They always like to work on something. They always like to put their time into something. You would more so see your future spouse reading a book or working on something rather than them watching TV. So this is not the type of person that watches TV or watches a lot of videos. It's something that I'm feeling here. And I feel like they like to go to the cinema. They like to, if they watch a movie, they go to the cinema, is basically what I'm feeling here. And let me get one more card. Future spouse of pile number 4. Just one more card to find out what your future spouse is like. What are they like as a person? Okay, we have luxury here. What I'm feeling here is with your future spouse, they also they like to, I feel like they're just in general somebody, they do like to go out into the city, but they also are somebody, I almost want to say your future spouse is an extrovert, but at the same time an introvert. They like to be at home, they like to be by themselves, but at the same time they also like to be with a lot of people. They like to be in the city, they like to be in town, but sometimes they're just like a homebody for like a whole week, you know. So they have like the duality of being an extrovert and an introvert at the same time, is something that I'm feeling here. Okay, my beautiful pile number 4, I hope you like this reading. Let me know that in the comments. If you resonated, well, not resonate because you didn't meet this person yet, or maybe you already did. Anyway, I hope you like this reading. Let me know that in the comments, and I'm going to see you in my next one. I wish you a lovely, lovely day. Bye.